In the heart of Africa, a ribbon of water winds its way from north to south. The Central African Republic may be rich in oil, gold and uranium, but the people who live in the country are amongst the poorest on earth. 400 kilometres from the nearest proper road, Kaga Bandoro is a difficult place to reach. But no matter how far the journey, how long it takes you to arrive, nothing can prepare you for this. No incubators, babies wrapped in kitchen foil to survive. Their mothers watch their children cling to life, a future cast in doubt by a country's violent past.
We have nothing. My daughter, that's all I've got. We were attacked by rebels. I was pregnant. They wanted to kill me. I escaped on someone's motorbike, but I had to pay the driver everything I had. What do I do now? I hope things are better for her.
6 years of fighting and healthcare in Kaga Bandoro is almost non-existent. One hospital, one doctor, nearly 200,000 patients. Medics afraid to work here because of the threat of attack.
When there's security, you can have access to population. You'll see that sometimes you try to recruit people, but they refuse to come in this area. So this is a very big problem. Security is the umbrella, and then everything will follow.
In a town where ammunition is on sale at the local market, there's no security. People have been murdered here, but killings bring no consequence. The town is lawless, the government invisible. Makeshift camps beside a United Nations compound are the only place where people feel safe.
We are in an area where the state authority is still very weak. Our public enemy number one is criminality, because people are operating in total impunity.
Just outside the safe zone, we found this abandoned village, ransacked by rebels on a killing spree. At least 26 people were murdered. Those who survived won't return. Civil war has escalated into sectarian violence, involving more than a dozen armed groups split between Muslims and Christians. Kaga Bandoro is a city divided by this bridge across the river. Behind me is the Muslim area, in front is the Christian area, and as you can see, they're separated by huge curls of barbed wire and a heavily manned UN checkpoint. And in many ways, this bridge is a symbol of the division that's affecting the whole country. With most men fighting, these Muslim women fled to neighbouring Chad. They thought it would be safe to return, but there's little here for them now.
When we came back, we were treated like strangers. We, the women, have suffered most. Men come for our daughters. They take them away. Many of us have been raped. Everything they could do to a woman, they did.
We lost our schools, our hospitals, our fields, and our families. We really need help.
Schools in Kaga Bandoro aren't just here to educate, they're also to keep children in classes and off the battlefield. 15-year-old Justin watched 7 members of his family being murdered. He wanted revenge and was welcomed into a rival armed group.
Me and my friends would cut up the bodies and take whatever they had on them, their belongings and everything. I really didn't like being in the group, and I was very glad when I was released.
Now he's being looked after and is training to be a carpenter. Even aid agencies are attacked, their supplies stolen. Some have pulled out, but the United Nations will stay until the country is stable.
We are there and we won't give up on the population, we won't give up on CAR, but at the same time the sustainability won't come from us, it will come really from the government.
But as yet, the government is in no position to take over. Most of the Central African Republic is under rebel control. Jeanette Nganziro told me she wanted her daughter to grow up and make a difference. 10 days after we filmed her, the baby girl died. In a country where young lives stand little chance, what future can possibly lie ahead? Anna Foster, BBC News, in the Central African Republic.